Good morning, YouTube. 11:34 a.m., 10/8/2019. This is Robert Firestone from the flyover state of West Virginia. Um, been hearing some real uh, inform, just say chatter and information that all of us really should be understanding and having an understanding and getting ready for things don't go right. For the ones that do have guns and a way to store some food and some water. Get ready, because if Barr and Trump don't pull off this show that's been going on, uh, the deep state's plan's been here for a very long time. I've listened to in the last week or so several ex-military go into extreme details. I ain't gonna mention names, places, and all that stuff because I'm not here to spread falsehood or rumors. Okay, it's just a good thing to be ready and prepared no matter what. People that live in places that's got a lot of tornadoes and hurricanes, they prepare for things in their area just to make sure. That's all I'm trying to state to anybody right now. Okay, it dawned on me night before last. I kept wondering, kept praying about what Trump was up to. Well, it finally dawns on me. I remember a quote that come running back in my head, and it was like a flash. A light went off in my head. Um, there was a quote by a mother of the Rothschilds, and she said something about if her sons didn't want wars, there wouldn't be wars. But there was also another quote by a Rothschild, I think, back a long time ago. He didn't care who run the government. As long as they run the bank, they had final say so. They're the ones that actually made the kings and queens. They're the ones that set forth and run the money. If you run the money, you own it. The old analogy I give most people is if I owned a chocolate chip cookie factory, okay, and I was the only individual that was getting the chocolate chips, any and everybody would have to come to me to get a chocolate chip cookie. Well, these bankers know this more than 100 years ago. And now it's finally coming to a resolve in a matter of where this could be a deadly game for every one of us. A lot of people hope for the best and look for the worst. That's me. And hope I never have to pick up a gun or have to use it on somebody. But I'm also at a point in my life at 52 years old after a heart attack and major illnesses and this, that, and the other. I guess I can go down pretty quick. But if somebody's standing in front of me, I'm going to give up my Second Amendment. First thing that comes, my shells. So I'm telling everybody this too. Okay. Um, want to live, want to have a life, want to have a future the best I can for whatever time I got left on this earth. I've made my peace with the Lord and gotten to know the Lord a lot better after my heart attack than I did before, because you find yourself drawing closer to the spiritual world and our Father because you feel like maybe there's something not there that you really wanted. It's more of a need than a want for me, and having an understanding. Okay, the quote that I made a minute ago about the Rothschild. Didn't care who run the country as long as they run the banks. Okay. Trump's philosophy in defeating the feds is the same circumstances. Right now in the background, whether most people can't see it, then you'll have a bunch that wants all this proof and evidence. Okay. Um, I tell you that it's there if you allow, when you go digging for it, allow this to work with this. Okay, it's there. Okay, long and short of it was, I've been listening to several ex-military, some military, I think still in, but they're telling people what has been going on that we not quite uncovered, but it's there in front of us. Okay, the long and short of it is Nancy Pelosi's impeachment is a joke. It's a lie. It's a sham. Straight up sham. She don't have the ability. The subpoenas are fake. Everything that they're committing right now to the general public through the news media is no more than a show that holds no weight, period. But for the ones that don't know, this is one of the reasons I'm trying to explain this to y'all. The subpoenas are being put out like she's doing something along with Adam Schiff, okay? But they have no charges behind them. Go look at them yourself, okay? And go look at a real subpoena with charges that should be there that's not. They're also handling their business in skiffs in places that nobody can hear and see what's really going on when they talk, being that these so-called impeachment hearings or whatever the hell they want to call them should be in the general public in the limelight for us to see. Okay, they're hiding everything. Okay, their coup plot is to get rid of Trump. They're going to try to make a spectacle of it. Trump done called up the Marines and have them stand by along with the rest of the military. People ain't done heard this. Okay, it was called up once. The following day it was called off. But my understanding, according to the people that I've been listening to through the military channels, every one of them is on standby. In the first place they are heading to is Washington, D.C. Okay. Also, for anybody that's in and around military bases that's been closed down, pay attention to see if there's any kind of facilities in and around that military base, and say a 10-mile basis. Okay. That's warehouse type facilities. Okay. And some a little smaller, some a little larger. My understanding is the ex-military is telling everybody that these are EMPs, bases that's been put here by Hillary Clinton, by Barack Obama, okay, that China is running for them to set off EMPs onto the military bases to stop our military from getting out to the people. Okay, have an understanding, whether you're ex-military or not. If you've ever shot a gun and you have an understanding, okay, you're going to have to put some deep thought process in your mind, okay, when you have military coming at you, okay, and you have other civilian type people coming at you, okay. If you see gang members and other people that you know has not got your best interest at heart, I hate to tell you this, shoot first, ask questions later, because you might not be able to ask a question later if you allow these people to get too close to you. This is just a warning, okay? This ain't happened. Their coup plot is to take out Trump, Pence, and most of our legitimate government, okay? And they will be using the mainstream media known as CNN, NBC, and all the rest of them. These people have been bought and paid for a long time ago. Okay? Obama's executive orders, go back and read them about the press being allowed to lie to us, we the people. Okay? Have that. Start putting these pieces together, people. Please, for the ones that hear this and see this, don't believe me. Go see for yourself. Because we're about ready to go through a shit show, and it's a race to the finish line right now. The next 4 years of Trump, if we get to make it into that, could turn a lot of this around. And yes, I see our justice system dragging its ball sack on the fucking ground right now, especially when we got people of this treasonous running and stealing our government and still running things. They should not be there. I don't care. Get them out of there, take them down, then release the evidence on their ass. Okay? If it has to be done in a court of law, on a 24-hour televised television station, for people to have an understanding that they're following death right over a cliff, and they don't have a clue that this is going to happen to them. If you think that you're going to be saved and you're going to be all hunky-dory with these people, fine. After these people get done using, killing, abusing, and everybody else that they need to get rid of, okay, you all are next too. Or you become a satisfied slave with the title, okay? Up until this point, we've all been one thing and one thing only. Slaves that had no clue that we were slaves, okay? Because everything was conformed and put in a format to where we could follow with this stupid thing up here, when we all felt something here that something wasn't right. I'm just letting y'all have an understanding and know this. And I've got this weird feeling that this might not even get out, because these people committed war against the United States people, and people can't see this. Oh, I can't do nothing about it, or I can't do this, or I can't do it. Voice your fucking opinion daily. Okay? We all have an opinion, just like a butthole. Start learning how to use it. Then if you got a dumbass neighbor or a dumbass cousin, friend, relative, brother, sister, mother, father, okay, if you have to spoon feed these people to get them to understand that we have an enemy within that walks with us daily, and it's been here for a very long time, and now it's about ready to show its ugly ass face, and y'all are not going to like it. So either you wake up to the facts or get buried with the rest of us. I myself, I got a nice pump shotgun and a 380. I also got a couple 50 caliber black powder rifles, long range, have had to be used. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get them loaded again, but I got at least 75 or 100 yards that I can put a hole in something, somewhere, okay? Get to understanding we live in a fucked up world, okay? Put your head and mind in the right place. Have an understanding there's only one God. There's only one God, not 900s, okay? That's a game too. The Four Hidden Dynasties. I know. So many people want to say things and you don't know what you're talking about, or this, that, and the other. I don't have to have an understanding of knowing that I'm sitting here. I can watch a news report from a so-called credible news source known as CNN and know that they're lying through their teeth. Very little truth, 5-10%, and the rest is lie. Okay? Without that 5 or 10%, they wouldn't have nothing to stand upon with their lie. But that's how propaganda works. If you go study it, they want to get rid of more words. They want to get rid of more of our understandings of things. The English wording for all of you out there, if you don't believe this ain't so, find you a word, write it on a piece of paper, big bold letters. And throughout that day, think of how many ways that you can use that one word. So think about how many wrong ways that one word could be used against you or me. And law is a joke. It's a 3-letter joke, okay? If used in a proper manner, it has a balance. They done ripped them scales out of that so-called Lady Justice's hands a long time ago. But anyway, peace to all y'all. I hope this gets out. It may not be. It may not even get out. Or they'll put me in a box somewhere on YouTube that, hell, they may put me in an LGBT site to keep most people away from me. Peace to all y'all. I'm hoping y'all get this. I'm hoping people have an understanding this is a wake-up warning. It's better to know, okay, than it is not to know and it knocks on your door. Believe me, I've had that happen before in my life. For the ones that's never had that happen, if you like drama, just sit back. It'll come knocking on your doors, your windows, be in your front yard, burning your car, raping your daughter, throwing your son or your baby over in a ditch somewhere. It will come to see you. Have that understanding. This is not me fear mongering. I ain't got a fear monger. Life is full of friggin' fear. Life is full of bullshit deceptions. I ain't got to start nothing. I ain't got to do anything about that. It's going to be knocking at your door if you don't wake up. Peace.